The Body Within Consciousness, A Journey Through Reality's Hidden Architecture. There exists a profound sequence of words that fundamentally shifted my understanding of existence itself. Consciousness is not in the body is in consciousness. This simple yet revolutionary statement dismantled my conventional assumptions about the nature of reality and opened doorways to understanding concepts that once seemed mystical or purely theoretical: the holographic universe, the malleable nature of time, social parallels that bind us, the intricate dance of mind and mirror neurons, and the deeper currents of spirituality that flow beneath ordinary experience. For most of my life, I operated under the materialist paradigm that consciousness emerges from brain activity, that our awareness is somehow produced by the complex electrochemical processes within our skulls. This view positions consciousness as a byproduct, confined within the boundaries of flesh and bone, trapped inside a biological vessel that defines the limits of our experience. But this quote inverses that relationship entirely, suggesting something far more expansive and extraordinary. If consciousness is not contained within the body, but rather the body exists within consciousness, then we must reconsider everything we think we know about the fundamental structure of reality. This perspective suggests that consciousness is the primary field, the underlying fabric from which all experience, including our physical form, emerges. Rather than being prisoners of matter, we become expressions of an infinite awareness temporarily focusing itself through particular forms. This realization naturally leads to contemplating the holographic universe theory, which proposes that all information contained in a volume of space can be represented as patterns encoded on its boundary surface. Just as each fragment of a hologram contains the whole image, every part of our universe might contain information about the entirety. If consciousness is indeed the primary field, then each conscious being might be a holographic fragment containing the complete pattern of universal awareness, experiencing itself from a unique perspective. Time, too, takes on new dimensions under this lens. If consciousness transcends physical boundaries, then our linear perception of time becomes just one way awareness can organize experience. The holographic nature of reality suggests that past, present, and future might all exist simultaneously within consciousness, accessible through different modes of awareness. Moments of déjà vu, precognitive dreams, or the timeless quality of deep meditation begin to make sense as glimpses beyond our ordinary temporal constraints. The social parallels become equally fascinating when viewed through this framework. If individual bodies are localized expressions within a shared field of consciousness, then the connections between people run far deeper than mere behavioral mimicry or learned responses. The discovery of mirror neurons, brain cells that fire both when performing an action and when observing others perform the same action, hints at this underlying unity. These neurons suggest that at a fundamental level, the boundaries between self and other are more fluid than we typically assume. Mirror neurons might be physical evidence of consciousness recognizing itself in different forms. When I watch someone smile and feel my own facial muscles subtly respond, or when I witness someone in pain and experience a sympathetic pang, these might not just be evolutionary adaptations for social cooperation. They could be manifestations of a deeper truth, that consciousness is recognizing itself across apparent boundaries, responding to its own expressions in different forms. This understanding transforms spirituality from abstract belief into lived reality. If consciousness is the ground of being rather than an emergent property of matter, then spiritual practices become technologies for expanding awareness beyond its apparent limitations. Meditation, prayer, and contemplative practices might be methods for consciousness to recognize its own boundless nature, temporarily setting aside the focused attention that creates the experience of being a separate body in space and time. The implications ripple outward infinitely. Compassion becomes recognition rather than mere sentiment, seeing others as expressions of the same consciousness temporarily wearing different forms. Environmental stewardship transforms from external responsibility to internal coherence, caring for the planet because it too exists within the field of awareness we share. Healing might involve realigning with the wholeness that consciousness inherently possesses rather than fixing broken parts. This quote continues to reveal new depths, challenging me to live from this expanded understanding rather than merely thinking about it. Each day offers opportunities to experience reality as consciousness exploring itself through countless perspectives, temporarily forgetting its infinite nature to play in the wonder of apparent separation and eventual recognition. The body in consciousness, what a magnificent way to exist.